Alright everybody, what I want to do is I want to do a cleanup of some of my top shelf crystal. Top shelf, what I mean by that is up here, this is the top shelves. Everybody knows that, who's been watching. And this is the top this side, and I said that just the last video that I wanted to do these three. And I have found out, I didn't try to do this, that each one of these pretty much holds 9 quality points. And I've emptied these three, 1, 2, and 3. And I moved them right up here in the same order. Top is 1, 2, and 3. Same way I keep them organized there. I just wanted to be able to show. So this is my cleanup. I don't ever, and I don't have one video that I have a cleanup video. I pull these things from so many different conditions. Could be wind, rain, freezing, my fingers are not working, whatever, and sometimes I just can't even film it. A lot of these have been filmed, but some of them really haven't at all. That was before I was even filming anything. So if I can just get a focus on it. I'm going to just go right through them and let the points speak for themselves. This is what I call my top shelf crystal points that are medium size. They're all about 2 inches or so. And we'll just take it right on through. Some great stuff to find though. On the bottom of that point, it is I guess worked down a little bit. It's all smooth and what have you. This is actually a piece of, this next piece is a piece of rose quartz. Look at this thing. It doesn't do it justice sometimes just to stay there. This was a great find, I remember that. It's like pinkish. Look at that point. This point was what you were screaming about. All around good point. Crystal. They must have had, of course, obviously they had so much quartz around. This was a screamer right here, the next point. Just great body on this thing. Sometimes you don't like them necessarily thin, but it did exactly what they needed it to do. Look at this thing. I do have this one posted in the video of that one. That was a lunchtime find, I remember that. Anyway, magnificent stuff. Notchville. Saponi. The Archaic. Some great sites. I've been blessed just to discover these, and nobody ever pointed their finger. I had to hit the byways, and I had to hit the dirt in the roads, and I went out there and footed it through field after field, checking for evidence, checking to see if it would be a site, to put together now about 45 sites. Now I know, Paul, you said that you have a place that you're allowed to dig and everything, and you're finding some sweet points. I mean, those, I don't even have any of that material, and I think you're probably saying that when you see some of these. But, it just, when you put this stuff together and try to figure it out, now, long story short, this is 2 years worth of product here. But just some great stuff. Marl Mountain. Look at this piece. The workmanship on that piece, that's a particular favorite. Even they don't have to be perfectly balanced to be a favorite, There's always different reasons. It's just so perfectly worked all around. Smooth. I don't even know what type it is. Just that it's crystal. And that makes it pretty cool. Just like glass, really. This point, I had to take this one out. This was a smoker. Absolutely love this point for some reason. Just has some great qualities about it. It was freezing. This is from a place I call Far and Away, and I remember that day I was freezing my can off. I couldn't even keep my body heat. That was worthwhile. It made the trip worth it. This one I was at the other day, the dunes. This one's from Mecca. Another one from right down the street from my house. It might look a little rude, but it's really worked all over. I think it's much older. The base is ground, everything is ground on it. Just a nice point right there. Sailing right along to the third compartment. I think this point is old. You guys can let me know. Old, young. They're all wicked old. I mean, really. This one is heavy cast. This construction is solid, buddy. Everything is nothing broken on this. Not really reworked. They just made it. Made a chunk out of crystal, out of glass, so they could use it. Just a cool point, though, if I can get my focus working. Look at that thing. And look at this thing. I mean, give it a twist, right? Good God. All we need to know is that it was made to do exactly what it does. All these crystal pieces. Look at this piece. I do like that one. As you've realized, points really, to me, do not have to be perfectly balanced, both airs, all that stuff. I don't even know if this is reworked, but it is a smoker. Look at that. They don't have to be perfectly balanced. They don't have to be, they just I think we all have different criteria for what makes a point perfect or what makes it our favorite. And it's a matter of the heart. There's sometimes no reason about it, but you pick up a point and say, that's just one I like. Like this one. Nothing too special about it, but it has the right weight. It's a little bit banged up maybe, but it just has, a balance or feel you like, and you just decide to make it one of your favorites. Lots of different stuff here. This one came from, I think it was notch film. Look at this piece as we finish up. What do you make of this? Is this just a crystal Guilford? Of course, all this stuff is translucent. Don't even need to really hold it up. I just don't know if anybody has any insight on that. And then, for sure, this is pretty much of a crystal Guilford. Anyway, just a look at the 3 trays. Just a great opportunity to do a little, good night. This focus is killing me. There we go. To do a little cleanup of some of the crystal that I've got in 2 years. So, I'm really happy for it. For all of this, we all know there goes about 15, 20 broken pieces per point. That's my average. It might be more, and I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know if we looked at this one close. Look at this thing. What can anybody tell me about this? Everything is ground. It's so translucent too. You see right through the stuff. You can see my fingers behind it. So if there's any insight on that, that's fine. If it's just a basic point, basic name, that's fine. I just don't know. Just like it, that's all, Anyway, thanks for watching.